that right there. All right.
How's everybody doing? All right. You good? Chicago in the house? Chi-Town in the house? That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for coming out today.
Yes, we definitely. She said, thank you. I love the ladies. The ladies love you. Yes.
I love the ladies.
What do you think it is that like makes ladies just go crazy about you? Like if you just had to take a guess, what do you think it is?
I don't really know exactly, how to answer that question. But
So
what I will
you
say that, my mom always taught me, a man's got to be a man.
Come on.
And you have to step up to your responsibilities, and you have to be a strong man for your lady. So I'm hoping that through my work and through my image and the imagery that I'm putting out there in my work, that you see and you feel a man that was raised by a strong woman. It was a single parent home, but we made it through. I had to grow up at the age of 13. I was working, and by 14 I was parking cars without a license. I had to lie and say I had a license and just pray. I had to bring the bread home. But it was a beautiful time period, because for the first time in my life I got to see what hard work was. And while some of my friends were playing sports, I was leaving high school and going to carry bags and park cars. And I was good. I was coming home with a knot of singles because I was working for tips. So you had the guys on the street, they had their knots of hundreds. I had a knot too. It was ones, but it was a knot regardless, and it was helping make ends meet. And it wasn't until I got to Howard that I decided I'm not going to carry anybody's bags anymore.
Awesome.
I'm going to use this instead. And it was a matter, and there's nothing wrong with that, by no means, because I was making an honest living. It was a job. But at a certain point, the way I was being treated and the way I was being talked to, I said, all right, you know what? We're going to change some things.
That's awesome. Can we give it up one more time for all of the college graduates, please?
And I'm the first person in my family to graduate from college. So,
That's incredible. That's incredible. So how do you see college shaped your career? Because I know college helped me tremendously with my career. How did college help you? You went to college. Is it just because of the school you went to? Did you take any arts classes? How did college?
Yeah, well, for me it wasn't about, I always had in my mind it was about giving my family a better life. It was always about my family. And I think even now in my career, the reason why I've been able to do well in a shorter amount of time than a lot of my peers is because I never put myself first. I think that when you give yourself a purpose higher than yourself, you can accomplish and achieve anything. I think that's why there's so many single mothers that, despite what statistics tell you and despite what the odds tell you, you still one way or another make ends meet. My mom never made over $20,000 a year. She made less than $20,000 a year. To this day, I don't know how she did it. But some way or another, she found a way to keep me in school and put me through college. And, my family chipped in, my grandmother, my aunts, uncles. But what I personally got out of going to Howard was that I can achieve anything I want. I just have to apply myself.
Yeah.
And regardless of, there were times when we didn't have money for tuition, and I had to figure out a creative way to stay in that class, not get dropped from that class, not lose this semester or have to step out. And I saw a lot of the people that I came in with, when they would step out for a semester or two, a lot of times they just weren't able to come back in. You get caught up in having to work, and you get more debt. So I just did everything in my power to stay in school, and I think the main thing that it taught me was you can achieve anything you want as long as you apply yourself.